The olive tree stands as a timeless emblem of resilience and peace. Its roots run deep, symbolizing strength through adversity. And that's the next part. It's about taking what we've learned and building on it. Let's see how. And now, for the next part of the show, let's see what the Wheel of Fortune has in store. Here we go. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to spin the Wheel of Fortune. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. And now, the next part of our show. Welcome back to the studio, where we'll dive deeper. And here in the background, we have these beautiful olive trees and the iconic Leaning Tower of Pisa. Welcome back to the show, everyone. We have a fantastic lineup for you today, and behind me, our studio set really sets the scene. When we connect with our roots, we find strength, like this olive tree thriving in its environment. That's the vitality we all seek. Look at this olive tree and the stone tower beside it, symbolizing enduring strength. Together, they tell a story. And from these ancient roots, we draw strength for today. Let this enduring symbol inspire us. See the olive tree? It thrives by adapting to its environment. Like the tree, we must bend to grow stronger. Resilience is key. See the olive tree? It thrives by adapting to its environment. Like the tree, we must bend to grow stronger. Resilience is key. Here we see the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa. Its lean is due to unstable soil, causing it to tilt over centuries. Here we see the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa. Its lean is due to unstable soil, causing it to tilt over centuries. Here we see the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa. Its lean is due to unstable soil, causing it to tilt over centuries. Welcome to part 7. This is the transformative stage. Integrate the prior parts to accelerate your progress. Let's dive in. Welcome to part 7. This is the transformative stage. Integrate the prior parts to accelerate your progress. Let's dive in. Welcome to part 7. This is the transformative stage. Integrate the prior parts to accelerate your progress. Let's dive in. So, that's the first part. Now, let's move on to the next part. This is where it gets really exciting. And now, for the next round, it's the moment you've all been waiting for, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, next Wheel of Fortune. It's time to give it a spin. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Let's play. And now, it's time for the next spin on the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what it lands on. Welcome back. The wheels are spinning for our big prize. Look at them go. Who will fortune favor? Let's find out. All right, it's time for the next round on Wheel of Fortune. Look at all these wheels ready to spin for huge prizes.
The wheel rotates with indifferent precision. Its colored wedges are not symbols of luck, but calibrated probability intervals. High-value segments occupy smaller real estate, while neutral or punitive outcomes consume wider arcs. The machine is not emotional. It distributes outcomes according to angular mathematics and frictional physics. The illusion of randomness masks a structured volatility system. When the first contestant grips the wheel, the spin is rarely optimal. Early rotations often overshoot, driven by adrenaline rather than calibration. Velocity becomes a psychological fingerprint. Aggressive spins reflect overconfidence. Conservative spins indicate early-stage risk aversion. Neither guarantees advantage. The wheel, governed by inertia and peg resistance, converts human impulse into mechanical consequence. Letters are not guesses. Consonants such as R, S, T, L, and N carry high frequency density within the English language corpus. Choosing them early is not intuition, but alignment with probabilistic dominance. Yet frequency alone is insufficient. Board topology alters value. A common letter with limited blank spaces yields lower marginal gain than a moderately frequent letter with broad spatial opportunity. As the puzzle begins to fragment into visible clusters, behavior shifts. Contestants stop thinking in terms of letters and begin thinking in patterns. Cognitive bias emerges. Familiar phrase templates override raw probability. The brain seeks completion, even when data remains insufficient. Premature solve attempts surface here. Moments where pattern recognition defeats statistical patience. This episode of Wheel of Fortune is examined not as entertainment, but as a controlled behavioral experiment. The wheel operates as a mechanical probability engine, distributing risk through calibrated wedges of gain and loss. Letters function as statistical assets, each choice reflecting an implicit calculation of frequency and board exposure. Contestants become case studies in decision-making under pressure, where incomplete information collides with emotional impulse. Through spin velocity, letter selection, and puzzle timing, the show reveals a layered system of probability, psychology, and strategic compromise. Every bankrupt wedge is not merely bad luck, but structural volatility. Every vowel purchase is a liquidity trade. Every solve attempt is a negotiation between certainty and fear.